statement and build that resume. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To throw, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Branch. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
And the extra point was good.
7, USC, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be changing the route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Lockett. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Finds his man. It's Harbor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Yeah, nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. First and goal from the 1. This offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
USC 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his man, it's Lane. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Grab near the marker. It's Lyons. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, you know, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They'll give it to him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lions. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll test the right side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win. Fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Pierce. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harbor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
That's caught. It's Ben. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Give to the running back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run, and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and they're turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
USC 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Lockett. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Mayava. With the catch, it's Jordan. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Lockett. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Let's go! Let's go! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lockett. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets complete.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lions. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Second down.
They'll go up top on second and short. Finds his big tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, USC.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. Breaks into the open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Trojans lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Breaks the grab. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to...
Found a seam on the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Now from inside the red zone. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
South Carolina, 35. USC, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Finds a man on the left. There he goes! He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Here's the handoff. Slithers into space. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, it's a bad feeling when a guy like that gets to the 2nd level and you know he is off to the races, going to get a big chunk of yards. Might not score, but you know he's getting a big chunk.
When the big fellas turn to chase, I mean, where do they find the balance between conserving energy for the next play and well, not getting yelled at for not running after the ball?
Well, that's when you do your fake trot where you throw your head back and just act like you're fighting as hard as you can, but you're really running at about 50%.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Got his man on the outside. Inside the 50. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to to set up his offense.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Manning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's got him. Bounced off his feet.
Complete to the wideout. Pickup of 10. Brings up 4th and goal.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Pierce. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
At the 23.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads it left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Mayava. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And he's thrown another interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 15 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Flying out to the left. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
55, USC 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber.